Have you heard of the bald eagle couple in Big Bear, California, that has become a viral sensation? The bald eagle couple currently has two little eaglets that are growing up before our eyes. And hundreds of thousands, probably even millions of people tune in every day to follow along their journey. So why did this become such a sensation, and how can you apply this to your brand? Hi everyone, Alexandra here. I'm a visibility strategist and communications expert, and I have been actually only following along this story recently over the last week. I had heard about it months ago and then started tuning in, and I have to say, it is addictive. I am tuning in all day long to see how these little eaglets, Gizmo and Sunny, are growing up, and how their eagle parents, Shadow and Jackie, are taking care of them, feeding them, nurturing them, how they're even getting it on. So it's just been a fascinating study on how something as sort of, mundane and everyday as nature can go viral. And if you haven't heard about them, it's actually a 24/7 live stream on YouTube. It's been going on, I believe, since 2021, and just constantly sharing. There's two cams. And so you can see what's happening at the nest, and then you could see what's happening. There's like a wider shot. And it's just fascinating. It's so captivating. So at any time, there's tens of thousands of people watching at any time. And so there's people all over the world tuning in to see the journey of the couple and also the eaglets. So why did this become such a viral sensation? And how can you apply this to your brand? The first thing is it's a compelling story. It's raw, it's authentic, it's genuine, right? I mean, clearly it's unfiltered and unedited, right? And so I'm not saying you have to do that with your brand. It's just the idea that people are invested in the story. They're invested in what's happening, right? On top of that, it's very specific. They didn't just talk about the birds at Big Bear. They're talking specifically about this couple, this eagle couple, and they tend to mate for life. And they have their own struggles of even fertility. They have their struggles. One of their chicks, unfortunately, passed away last month. And so there's this journey. There are these highs and lows, and there's a journey that this eagle family is going through. So if you apply that to you and your brand, what are some ways that you can share some of the behind the scenes of what you're doing? What are some ways that you can emotionally connect with your audience? Maybe you are adding too much filter. Maybe you're making too many edits, and you think that that's going to make you look more professional and polished, when in fact, there is this trend now toward unfiltered, unscripted, making things more raw and genuine. And maybe you can apply that to your brand and see if you can attract more people with your own story. The second thing is that they're creating consistent content. And so, they're not just posting once and then 3 months later they post an update, and then 6 months later there's another update. I mean, obviously we're not all going to be able to do like a Truman Show where we have 24/7 live stream in our life. That's obviously not possible unless, I guess it could be possible, but not realistic, right? And so maybe it's not that type of live stream all day long, but maybe it's finding ways to just push yourself, challenge yourself to post consistently, challenge yourself to show up even when you don't want to. Remember, this is a job. This is part of your job, and part of your own marketing and promotion is showing up and being consistent. The beauty of YouTube and social media in general is that people can find you all over the world at any time. This video, somebody might be seeing in a year or 5 years from now. And so even though I talk about learning lessons, even in trending topics and pop culture, those learning lessons could be applicable in 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And unlike in-person promotion, in-person marketing, or even an in-person business, you can Open yourself up to a wider audience, reach more people online through social media, but you got to show up and you got to be consistent. The third reason that this has become so viral is that they're making a huge impact. A week ago, I didn't even know anything about eagles, frankly. I just heard a little bit here or there in passing, but I didn't know that eagles mate for life. I didn't know that there are struggles happening, that there were even some environmental impacts in the location in California where these specific eagles are mating and where they're raising their young. And so they're making an impact not only because they're reaching people worldwide and they're educating people about wildlife and this specific eagle, because there's even other wildlife that's shown in these videos. And so it makes it just a really interesting part of that story, all these other characters that show up in the videos. And they're raising awareness about the importance of protecting the eagles, protecting the environment, protecting wildlife. And so they're making a much bigger impact. So it's not just the story that they're telling, but they're taking it like to the nth degree and exponentially helping not only this particular couple and family of eagles and this location, but it's raising awareness and educating people about all wildlife and animals around the world. So it's helping all around. And so whether you're a podcaster or a business owner or another type of content creator, you can apply this to make your message really compelling, help it to build your audience, and reach more people all over the world, potential listeners, clients, whatever you're selling, whatever you're offering. You can reach that audience all over the world. Think about for a moment how you can help make that story more compelling, how you can show up and be more consistent, and how you can make a greater impact with your message. Remember, the Big Bear Eagles did not just become viral by accident. They were compelling, they were educating their audience, and they are showing up every day. And they don't even know it. But it's just that magical formula that people love them, they support them, and they want to tune in. They're super invested, engaged in their story, and by default, then they're helping to make the world a better place by supporting through their money, supporting through their eyeballs, supporting in other ways. And you can do the same with your unique brand, message, and voice. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you do. I cover tips and strategies to help you grow your visibility. And I also cover the VisibiliTEA, the learning lessons, do's and don'ts from celebrities, influencers, pop culture news, and yes, even viral sensation eagle family in Big Bear, California. And if you like this video, you also enjoyed these videos here. And with that, have a blessed rest of your day. Bye for now.